Lifecycle of a Honeybee, written by Grace Jones. What is a life cycle? All animals, insects, and humans go through different stages of their life as they grow and change. This is called a life cycle. Human life cycle: baby, child, adult. What is a bee? A bee is an insect. It has 4 wings that it uses to fly, 5 eyes, and 6 legs. Eggs. The queen bee lays her eggs on a ball of pollen inside her home. A bee's home is called a hive. A queen honeybee laying eggs. The queen bee covers the eggs with wax to keep them safe. She lays up to 2,000 eggs a day. A queen bee can lay up to 1,000,000 eggs in her lifetime. Grubs. The queen bee sits on her eggs in the hive to keep them warm. She drinks a sweet, sugary liquid called nectar for food. There is only ever 1 queen bee in each hive. After around 4 days, the bee eggs hatch and small white grubs called larvae wriggle out of the eggshells. Growing grubs. The grubs eat pollen underneath them for their food. The queen bee leaves the hive and flies away to find more food for the hungry grubs to eat. There are up to 60,000 larvae in each hive. The grubs grow so quickly that their skin gets too tight and small for their bodies. They shed their old skin and grow new bigger skin underneath. There are up to 60,000 larvae in each hive. Changing grubs. Once the grub has grown big enough, it spins a coat of silk around itself. This is called a cocoon. Inside the cocoon, the grub is changing into a bee. It sheds its skin one more time before it's ready to come out. Cocoon. Inside the hive, the grub is changing into a bee. Bees. When the bee is fully grown, it chews its way out of the cocoon. It's now ready to start its adult life. There are 3 types of bee living in the hive: the queen bee, worker bees, and drone bees. Drone bee, worker bee. Brilliant bees. Honey bees make the sweet honey that we eat and buy in stores. Honey is made from the nectar the worker bee collect from the flowers. Bees speak to each other by doing a special sort of dance in the air. This is called a waggle dance. There are over 25,000 different types of bees in the world. Looking for food. Worker bees collect nectar and pollen for their food and bring it back to the hive for the other bees to eat. Nectar and pollen is found in the flowers of the plant. Nectar from flowers. Worker bees carry pollen in special baskets on their legs. Honeybees look for the brightly colored flowers to find nectar and pollen. They drink it using the long tongues, which they use just like a straw. World record breakers. The world's largest beehive, found in Texas, United States, was over 6 meters long. Fun fact: the biggest beehive ever found had over 500,000 bees in it. The world's largest bee, female leafcutter bee, size was 3.8 centimeters. Fun fact: the leafcutter bee is found in Indonesia, and they build their hives in termite nests. Life cycle of a honeybee. Number 1, a queen bee lays eggs in a hive. Number 2, a grub hatches from an egg. Number 3, the grub wraps itself in a silk cocoon inside of its home. Number 4, the grub has changed into an adult bee. Get exploring. See if you can spot any bees in your garden or local park. The best time to look for bees is in the summer when it's warm and sunny. Are they doing the waggle dance? Be very careful not to get near the bees, you see. They might sting you.